Top 10 things a saucy Yaya would say. Let's start off at number 5, coming from Justin Apay. Ate would say, will you please stop texting? Because she can't do her housework because she's so busy texting. Will you please, Yaya, stop texting? Yaya said, excuse me, I am not texting. I'm tweeting. I may be on my phone, but I am not I'm not texting. I am tweeting.
She has a Twitter account.
I have a Twitter account. Number 4, coming from Brian and Jeboy. They both sent in the same thing. Apparently, it's from a movie starring Eugene Domingo. She's one of her roles in a movie. She told Yaya, pakikuha ang checkbook. And Yaya said, checkbook mo o checkbook ko?
Wow.
Saucy Yaya.
Wow,
That
she's
is a
got a
saucy
current account.
Yeah, RX 93.1. Good morning, everyone.
Hello, good morning. It is a Friday.
We are looking for the top 10 things a saucy Yaya would say.
Okay.
So if you're...
The top 10 things a saucy Yaya would say. About anything.
If your Yaya is SOSYAL.
SOSYAL the Yaya. Okay, we didn't understand that. Right. Nothing about that was understood. Yes. But what would your Yaya say if she was saucy? If she were saucy?
Extra saucy.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
about anything.
About anything
Create
at all.
any scenario that you want.
Exactly.
Okay.
So if you want to join the top 10 things, okay, so we've got our top 10 for today. So let's jump into the top 10 things a saucy Yaya would say. So let's start off at number 10, coming from Pajadaib. Success is often the result of a misstep, but in the right direction. Palusot ni Inday nung sumabog yung microwave.
Can you imagine your Yaya talking
right?
like that?
Yeah.
It's a misstep.
It's a misstep.
Okay, not a mistake, but a misstep.
In the right direction.
In the right direction.
Number 9, coming from Rara Ulala. True story. My Yaya actually told me before, OMG, your back is so pawis. Sige ka, you will sick full moon.
Pulmonya?
Mapupulmon ka.
Pneumonia?
Mapupulmonya ka. You will sick full moon. Yeah.
When the moon is full in the sky.
You will get full moon.
You will get full moon. Pulmonya.
Yes.
Which is pneumonia, right?
Yeah. Number 9.
But with the OMG, though.
I know, right? OMG. Number 8, coming from Mark Ryan. Ma'am, pwede sa podium o sa Greenbelt 5 naman tayo sa weekend. Sawa na ako sa Trinoma.
Wow, Yaya.
Yeah, she chooses where.
Yaya.
Yeah.
Look, it can be a little, if you have to go there every time.
If it's the same stores.
Trinoma.
Yes.
Sawa na siya. Mm-hmm. So where does she want? Greenbelt 5 and where's it?
Podium.
Or Podium.
Podium or Greenbelt 5.
Not even podium.
Podium. And at number 7 from Yontifian, Yaya will say, saucy Yaya will say, I cannot stand the incompetence in this house. Every grammatical error, each delusional story, such classless gossip. I cringe. Ergo, I quit.
Yaya. Yaya.
Yaya.
Yaya, why don't you wash the dishes now?
Yeah, you're so harsh.
Yeah.
You're so harsh naman.
Okay.
And the entry that caps off the bottom half of the top 10 things a saucy Yaya would say comes from Alan Agrao.
Alan says,
Ma'am, I quit. I resign. I got a better offers dun sa kabilang bahay. And most importantly, meron silang free Wi-Fi.
Yaya is so tech savvy.
Yeah, right.
She's online every day.
Yeah.
She's
meron
got
silang
it.
free Wi-Fi. Dito, maglalag on pa. Hihingin ko pa yung password. Doon free Wi-Fi, 24/7.
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. Yeah.
Wi-Fi.
Nice.
I got Twitter.
I know, right?
Yaya got Facebook.
Twitter.com/SaucyYaya.
Saucy Yaya.
So the top 10 things that Saucy Yaya would say. Imagine if Yaya were like alta de ciudad.
Nobody uses that.
Right?
Yeah. Upper class is what we...
So I think she's the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
The creme de la creme.
She's not your run-of-the-mill Yaya.
No,
she's
not at all.
She's educated. Her vocabulary's great.
Mm-hmm.
She knows a lot of worldly things.
Mm-hmm.
So what if she was your Yaya? What would she say to you?
Exactly.
Hey, time for the news on this beautiful but cloudy Friday morning. It is August 5, 2011. Hey there, folks. My name is Del. I've got great news for comic book fans. A new superhero hit the block Wednesday when Marvel Comics launched a revamped Spider-Man whose alter ego is a mild-mannered, half-black, half-Latino teen from New York. Really? Never would have expected that. The new Spidey, one of the most enduring characters in comic books, is called Miles Morales. And he lives in Brooklyn with his parents, at least, when he's not in his famous red and blue costume and battling world evil. The previous incarnation, Peter Parker, was white, an orphan, and came from New York's borough of Queens. He was killed off in June during a fight with his nemesis Green Goblin. When the opportunity arose to create a new Spider-Man, Marvel knew it had to be a character that represents the diversity in background and experience of the 21st century. Spider-Man is one of the most hallowed characters in superhero universe. In March, a copy of the inaugural 1962 comic book sold at an auction for $1.1 million. Originally, the comic book sold to fans for just 12 cents. What a profit.
Yeah. I just hope it works. It just seems a little too thought of. You know, he happens to be like a half black, half Latino, which are probably the two most populous, like minority group in the U.S.
Yes.
It's like a little too thought of, as opposed to something that's just so random. And so, you know, a lot of these superheroes, I don't think the best ones, I don't think they really thought about it too much. Mm-hmm. You know, they just thought, okay, let's just put these characters together. But I hope it works. I mean, it looks interesting. I saw a picture of an illustration of how he looks like. He looks very young.
Okay, so which one is this? The Spider-Man?
This is the Ultimate.
Okay, the Ultimate. That's the alternative universe.
Yes.
Okay, so but in the...
This is not our universe. This is the alternate universe. Our universe still has Peter Parker.
Here's Geek 101.
Okay.
Which I just learned a couple of weeks ago. Chico told me that in comic book world, there's the real world, and then there's the the ultimate universe. The ultimate universe. So these are two universes.
Yes.
So Spider-Man as Peter Parker still exists in the normal world.
In our world.
In our
he
world.
Exists.
But in the ultimate universe, he's dead. The Green Goblin killed him.
And it's really done. He's done with it.
He's done. But there is a new Spider-Man.
Yes, there is.
Miles Morales.
I know. So don't expect Miles Morales to be on the same frame as Peter Parker, because these are two different
universes.
Realities.
They don't intersect?
No.
Wow, I feel like
at all
now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chico and Delamar, you're wasting too much airtime talking. You know, I'll make him or her guess. Okay, but our response is like one of two things. One is, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. I really wish we could, not talk as much and not waste too much time.
Yeah.
Or B, if you think we're wasting too much airtime talking, we think you're wasting too much Earth space existing. So it's one of the two. We're not telling though. We're not telling which one.
Oh my God.
I don't know. It's like multiple choice.
This is the combative morning rush today.
Right?
We're fighting with our listeners.
No, I mean,
you're wasting too much airtime.
Yeah.
Well, because Chico's response is like that.
It's one of the two.
One of the. Get a life. Sorry.
It's our airtime.
No.
Get your airtime.
The last time we checked, it's the morning rush with Chico and Del.
Now, if you've got the loser show on whatever, then you can waste your airtime.
No, you can choose not to.
Yeah.
So.
And we have your number, bitch. So. We do. We have your number. So, Get in line. All right. So, and texted twice. Sayang ang load. baka maubusan ka ng loser pills. Okay, which you probably took too much of this morning.
You know, you are going to regret the day you texted that, and of all days today, because you know what happened yesterday? Well, if you knew what happened, we are not backing down.
Oh no, we are not. So, well, but that's the thing. It's equal opportunity.
Yeah, we're going to give you, if you want to send a bad
feel,
text, go ahead.
If, that's your opinion, and this is ours.
People even write stuff about us,
right?
things that we didn't say.
Yeah.
And they want us to feel bad about what we said.
But
you
it's
know
all
what?
good. It's all good. So
we'll try to feel bad another day, but today, no, I don't think so.
I know. You can probably try. All right, so we've got our
Palaban ng hosts.
I know, right?
What's going on?
I know.
You wish we could tell you.
Oh, let's just talk and waste some more time.
Okay, let's do the top 10.
All right, the top 10 things a saucy Yaya would say. Let's start off at number 5, coming from Akosi Rai. Ate will say, Yaya, halika rito. And then saucy Yaya will say, I have a name, you know.
Don't call me Yaya.
Don't call me Yaya, because you call every household help
even your drivers.
Yaya.
You don't call them driver.
Yeah.
You call them by
the first name. So
I like that.
Yeah. And number 4, coming from...
Plus, here's the thing. Even if they do work for you, with that kind of job, they're still human beings.
Just think, if let's say at the office, your boss called everyone, Hoy, employee.
Yeah, you'd feel bad.
Just one name for everyone.
That's true. I agree.
And number 4, coming from Akosi MB, Yaya. Okay, let's say one of the alagas of Yaya will say, Yaya, ano sa Bisaya ang have a nice day? So si Yaya will say, I'm busy. That's what Google Translate is for. If you want something translated, don't come to me for translation.
Yeah, go Google it.
Google Translate.
I've got a job to do.
Or if you want Babblefish.
Yeah, Babblefish.
Choose.
Not bubble, okay? Babble.
Babble.
Babel.
Yes. And number 3 from Carla Texon. Ate will say, wow, Yaya ha? In fairness, ang ganda ng profile pic mo sa Facebook. And then Yaya will say, of course, only Adobe touches my skin. Photoshop.
I can't believe it. Yaya knows how to Photoshop.
I know, right? Yeah, it's Photoshop. And number 2, coming from I am Jam Sparks. If ate will say, Yaya, tawagin mo na yung mga bata, sabihin mo kakain na. Yaya will say, Ma'am, i-BBM mo na lang sila.
Wow. I-BBM mo na lang sila.
I-BBM mo na lang sila.
Yeah.
I'm busy. Can't you see I'm doing something? So, BBM mo sila. And the top thing, a saucy Yaya would say, comes from Oscar de la Hopia.
Oscar now qualifies for that free phone, the last free phone we're giving
the
away.
last free phone.
Okay,
and ODH, Oscar de la Hopia, says, Ate, day off ako today, ha? Kailangan ko pumuntang Rockwell, eh. So, ate will say, oh, bakit? Kakapunta pala ng Rockwell kahapon, ba't pupunta ka na naman ng Rockwell? Yaya would say, kasi isang check-in na lang ako na mayor dun, eh. This is Foursquare.
I'm like, what?
I know, right? Even Yaya's saucier than you.
Yeah, I
You don't even know how to check in and become mayor of a place.
I know. I'm sorry, but I don't know that.
Because that's what you do. Let's say you go to a specific, let's say a cafe in a specific place.
Okay, and you keep going there.
You keep going there.
And then
if you check in all the time.
On Facebook.
On Foursquare.
On Foursquare.
Yeah, you can post that on Facebook. You can post that on Twitter. But that's where you
check in.
Check in.
So if you keep checking in and you check in a lot of times, you could end up as a mayor.
If let's say RX.
Okay.
If I check in here and I have the most check-ins, everyone I can post on Foursquare that
you are
Chico
the mayor.
Garcia is the mayor of the RX booth. Something like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they will
Yaya
announce.
knows.
They will announce.
Yaya knows a lot.
Exactly.
More than me, apparently.
Yes. And then it says here, okay, he or she texted again. Chico and TMR, I put on record what you're saying. I will personally report you to RX management.
Please do. Go right ahead. Yes. Please, we're begging you.
Yes, go ahead. Yeah. So report away. All right.
What you don't know is every show here is recorded.
It's recorded.
And we never said anything. And for the record, you started this.
And you, look, it's like you want to give your opinion and expect us to take it. But we
if
can
we
give our opinion.
And you're not going to take it, look, freedom of speech is a double-edged sword. You can say whatever you want.
To us.
To us.
But
and
we
we're going
can
to
say
take
whatever we want to you.
Yeah.
So take it, right?
Good happening, host.
Don't dish it if you can't take it. All right. So
one more. Here's the nerdy response to that. Are you not familiar with Newton's third law of physics? Is it physics? Each reaction has an opposite and equal reaction.
Exactly.
You're going to bitch on us. Please don't be surprised if people bitch back on you.
Exactly.
You could have said it in a nice way.
I mean, don't be sensitive. If you can say you're wasting too much airtime talking, don't be sensitive if we say we think you're a biatch.
I really agree.
True.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not being like extra mean or anything. I'm just saying
it's an equal and opposite reaction.
So if you think that's your opinion, okay. We did actually say that we're not wasting time.
Actually, we even aired your opinion. Right?
But this is also our opinion, and we have equal rights to say it.
What is going on the show today?
Nap.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
This is what happens when people are pushed to the edge. You're on the Morning Rush. All right, this is some news update.
This is so catty.
Catty. Kelly Osbourne launched a vicious attack on longtime foe Christina Aguilera during a recently taped episode of her catty-style show, E's Fashion Police. As comedian and co-host Joan Rivers poked fun at Aguilera's look at a German fashion party back in July, Osbourne decided to fire up her feud with the pop star. She said on the show, and this time I'm quoting her.
Okay.
Quote, maybe she is just becoming a fat biatch she was born to be. I don't know. She was, it's the bad C word.
Yes.
Okay. She was, to me, and she bought my house. Now, justifying her outburst, Osbourne continued, quote, she called me fat for so many effing years. You know what? F you. You're fat too.
And this is on TV.
And it seems like she's really angry.
She's really, no, it's been a long time feud. We've reported about this a couple of times. You know how it is. I guess they were very catty with each other. And when it comes to these things, you don't really know who fired first. I mean, maybe it was Christina who said something, but then maybe if you ask Christina, it's actually, maybe she has her version where Kelly said something about her. Because Kelly is very outspoken as well. Mm-hmm. It's not like she holds back. So I guess they're two very opinionated ladies. And
I just don't see why. I mean, they're not I would think there would be nothing to...
And that fashion police thing is really bitchy. Is this
I watch
the one
it
with
all the time.
Is this the one with Joan Rivers?
Joan Rivers, Juliana Rancic, Kelly Osbourne, and I forget the name of the guy.
And you know what? This is where...
Actually, the nicest person on the panel is Juliana and the guy.
Yes. This is also the same show where Sierra...
Yes, Sierra.
Actually said that Rihanna was such a biatch to her.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Remember, we also did a news bit on that.
Because I saw Sierra.
They were talking about Rihanna. They were judging her outfit. But then when they asked Sierra about Rihanna, she's like, well, my experience with her wasn't very nice.
Wow,
and
we
they were
never
like,
see
ooh,
that.
do tell.
Yeah.
And then she said something like, well, she was actually quite a biatch.
Really?
And then it was a big thing, and then Rihanna got angry, but they made up immediately after that. I guess the record bosses said, quit that.
Yeah,
Stop that right now.
Okay, but Kelly Osbourne is not holding back.
She's not stepping on the brakes on this one.
If your mother is Sharon Osbourne, I don't think you'd step down.
I don't
or back
think
down.
so. No.
Back down in any fight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wonder where it all started. I'd really
curious.
like to know.
No, because if she says that, you've been calling me fat all these years, maybe Christina has.
Maybe.
Who knows? Because remember, these are not in public, I suppose.
Yeah.
Maybe these
behind
are things or maybe friends. I'm sure they have common friends.
But you know what? Christina really is.
Oh, really?
Getting
nowadays?
Fat. You know how thin and lanky and
she was.
She really was. You couldn't get
Yeah, between her and Britney at their peak, she
Yeah.
was the skinnier one.
So skinny.
Yeah.
Like if she was dancing with her profile to the camera, she was really thin.
Yeah.
And now if you see her, something happened.
Well, maybe it's taking its toll. The whole like
The
breakup,
divorce and also age, I guess.
yeah. And here we go. Let's do the top 10 things a saucy Yaya would say. Let's start off at number 5, coming from Ako si Rai Rai. Yaya, sorry. Number 10, coming from Hoisenhower. So Yaya, the other Yaya, says, look, I bought new shoes. So the saucy Yaya would say, I love this. I bought this on sale look. The whole look says,
oh no, you didn't.
I bought this on sale. Yeah. And number 9 coming from...
It looks bad.
It looks bad. Number 9 coming from I Am Jam Sparks. They were eating in a restaurant, and then the ate said, "Oh my goodness, I forgot my wallet at home."
Okay.
But they've already eaten. So Yaya would suddenly go, "Ako na bahala dito," and then asks the waiter, "Do you accept Visa?"
Whoa!
Oh, that would be so nice. If you had a Yaya could, like bail you out when you're in a tight fix.
Visa?
Yeah.
Do you accept Visa?
And number 8 coming from, let's see here. Okay, number 8 from Ako si Rai Rai. Yaya, nakita mo yung boa ko? No,
Okay.
not the snake. The thing you wrap around your neck.
It's not a scarf.
It's not a
like
scarf.
a scarf but made of feathers.
Yes. So, Yaya, nakita mo ba yung boa ko? And then Yaya will say, what? That faux fur monstrosity that retails for 100 pesos.
Faux
Fur
monstrosity.
that retails for 100
Yaya,
pesos.
I'm impressed with the
That
vocabulary.
And number 7 coming from, let's see here. Okay, I'll get to it. Okay, because I saw it, and then when I was getting back to it, I couldn't find it. But I will. I promise to find the name, and then I will say that and acknowledge you.
Okay.
Okay. Somebody was saying when they were in the States, and you know how a lot of the TV shows here you can actually watch it in the U.S. like TFC and the Filipino channel.
Yeah.
So you can watch the local shows, but in the U.S.
Yeah.
So when they were in the U.S., they said, they asked Yaya, "Oh Yaya, gusto mo manood ng Wawawi?" And then Yaya answered, "Hello, nasa Chicago tayo. I want Oprah."
Whoa! But Oprah's done.
Yeah, Oprah's done. This was when Oprah was still...
So wait a minute, this is a true story?
Maybe not. I don't know if they're just making it up, but
like,
yeah.
Wow. But I actually saw at the airport some families who bring their yayas to the States.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, of course.
I've heard of many, not just a couple, not just one or two. Because like, okay, for instance, if they've got little kids and they're not like, they want somebody to help them out, with on the plane. Like,
oh, you must be rich.
Yeah, in Tagalog Carelievo.
But I'm just surprised because it will cost you 6,100 pesos just to apply for a visa.
Yes.
And then you have to buy the ticket, which won't be less than $1,500.
And I think you take responsibility for your
because what if they
because they're not like
TNT.
They're not applying like on their own accord. It's like you're bringing them there as an employee. So it's like the responsibility is with you.
Do yayas get like a per diem thing while they're in the States? Probably not.
I don't know. Probably not. It's I guess the. I don't know what the rules are, but I think a lot of them would just be happy that they
get to see the United States. Wow.
To a degree, it's almost like although it is for work,
but still,
yeah.
I mean, especially for us Filipinos,
and not everyone gets a chance to travel abroad.
Yeah,
so I guess it would be a treat as well. So I guess it's part of it.
And she knows that Oprah comes from Chicago.
Yes. And the entry that caps off the bottom half of the top 10 things a saucy Yaya would say comes from Red Coffee Cups.
Red Coffee Cup says,
Ate, can my Yaya take over for me? Okay, the Yaya has a Yaya. Okay? So, saucy Yaya would say, Ate, can my Yaya take over for me today? Sa gabi lang kasi I'm watching Veracay.
Whoa!
Cirque du Soleil.
Cirque du Soleil.
So Veracay. Yaya will watch Veracay.
can my Yaya take over for me because I'm watching Barakai?
Barakai. Yeah.
Whoa.
Right?
Whoa.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So try to, whether it's taken from real life or you're just inventing it, try to imagine this character. This persona about Saucy Yaya.
Saucy Yaya. The attention today is on them.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's all about the Saucy Yaya today. We are looking for the top 10 things a Saucy Yaya would say. All right, the top 10 things a Saucy Yaya would say. Let us start off at number 5, coming from Akosi MB. Yaya, ano ba ang bagong chismis ngayon sa The Buzz? Okay, sa Star Talk. And then Yaya will say, ay, sorry ate, hindi ko alam. Ang pinanood ko E-Entertainment.
Whoa!
I wasn't able to catch The Buzz and Star Talk.
You know how much of a fan I am of The Buzz.
Yeah, you never miss it.
Well, I have been missing it lately.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I like it's different when you watch them. Because sometimes a tendency is if you're watching a gossip show, an entertainment gossip show, you kind of feel bad about it because it's gossip.
It's gossip.
But somehow, doesn't make you feel like that. You don't feel dirty.
Yeah.
So I like watching it. Well, I'll say it out there, but it's different if it's Chris.
Oh, yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
No offense to the present hosts.
Yeah.
I guess her personality is just so perfect for what it is.
I guess sometimes you
know,
don't feel like you're watching a gossip show. You feel like you're making chica with a friend.
And you're eavesdropping. Okay, because with Chris, it's like
you're just with your barkada.
For me, it's like there's the show of what's happened in entertainment.
In showbiz, yeah.
Plus, there's the show that she brings on.
Well,
which is her opinion.
No, it's true because you always tell me that you get to watch the show, and every time you're making cuento,
it's about what she said.
You're always telling me, oh, she said this, she said that.
Yeah,
sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But it's all about.
But always
Chris.
interesting.
Yeah.
Always interesting.
I guess that's true. And number 4, coming from, let's see here, from Ako si Rai Rai. So Yaya will go to the palengke and then Ate gives her the bayong. And then Yaya goes, Saucy Yaya goes, duh, bayong is so 90s. Get me an eco bag. That's how you do it now. An eco bag. Even Yaya is very earth friendly now.
Can I just say, yesterday Chico and I were at National Bookstore.
Yeah.
So I was buying so I was buying all these things for the booth, right? Yeah. Just stuff that we need to organize, whatever. So I was paying for it. And then all of a sudden there was this huge commotion.
You're saying that they started screaming?
Yeah. There was a commotion and I was like, what's happening? And then they were like, Andyan siya. And I'm like, I was just watching the employees, run around talking about this whoever.
And you were excited to find out.
Yeah, so I was listening. And then they said, oh, no, he's here. And then they go, someone says, sino yun? Yung DJ. So it was Chico just outside. And then I was like, oh my gosh, they're talking about you, but I'm there because they didn't recognize me.
Mm-hmm. And they were saying something about...
Yeah, they were like, oh my God, dyan si Chico. Sige, tawagan natin si Ma'am Del. Pauwiin na yan, pati si Jackie.
They were talking about Jackie.
I hope they're listening today because I said something to the sales lady. I said, while they were talking, I go, don't worry, I'll call him and I'll make him go home.
Yeah. But
they didn't connect that I'm Del.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh yeah, they just didn't get it. So to all the National Bookstore people.
In Greenbelt 1?
Greenbelt 1. Yes, that was Chico. And I heard your conversation.
About Jackie.
About Jackie. See, Jackie gets a lot of attention.
I know, right?
I'm not liking this. More press than I am.
Achanak is getting more press. I know. Number 3 coming from Oink Guard. Yaya will come to you looking very grave, very serious. Ate, pwede bang bumali ng sweldo? Which is very common, right?
Yeah.
Ate, pwede bang bumali ng sweldo? So ate will go, oh, bakit? Bakit, Yaya? Ano nangyari? Yaya will say, ipadadala ko kasi sa state si inay. Kailangan namin bumili ng hybrid car. para fuel efficient tsaka safe for the environment. A hybrid car.
I have a beef with that. Do you know in the States, they actually pay less for a hybrid car? Because the government wants people to buy more of it.
And remember that lane in California?
Yeah.
There is a lane on the freeway.
The leftmost lane for carpooling. It's
for carpool lanes plus people who are using hybrid cars.
So
it's like they're exempted.
And then here in the Philippines, it's so expensive.
Yeah.
When we should really encourage people to buy it, so that we do well. I mean, we do good for the environment.
Actually, that's what they were saying. Like some of the
taxes are too much on it.
Some of the highest paid celebrities who earn so much and they can buy like Ferraris and Porsches and all that. They always say like, but look at what they're driving. A hybrid car, because when they say it there, it means they're driving something so cheap.
Yeah.
I mean, like affordable, not cheap as in kachipan, but cheap like affordable, right? So,
and then, because I was riding one of those hybrid cars while I was in the States, and it's the newest one, so I could see like all those things on the dashboard.
On the dashboard,
tells you everything about what your car is doing, how much energy it's storing into your battery. Anyway, I was like, oh my gosh, we got it all wrong in the Philippines, I think.
We have to do it.
We have to encourage people to buy more of it because it's better for the environment.
You know the way people would buy like a smaller car so that they get to save up on gas?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Number 2, coming from Alan Agrao. Yaya will say, Ate, grabe yung scandal kay Arnold Schwarzenegger, no? Tsaka kay Maria Shriver. So, ate will say, oo nga pero sige nga Yaya, spell Schwarzenegger. Yaya will go, pero mas grabe nangyari kay Jet Li.
She can spell Schwarzenegger. Now Jet Li.
Jet Li is easier. L-I.
Yeah.
J-E-T-L-I.
Nice. Pero mas grabe.
Mas grabe.
Yung nangyari kay Jet Li.
And the top thing a saucy Yaya would say comes from Ange. Ange
says,
Ate will say, oh Yaya ha, ikaw na ang bahala dito muna sa bahay kasi mawawala ako ng 5 araw. Yaya goes, Ate, sometimes you say you want to be lost when in fact what you want most is to be found.
Kasi mawawala ako.
Mawawala ako for 5 days.
She's waxing philosophical.
So deep. Yeah, sometimes you say you want to get lost, but in fact, what you want most
is to be found.
Wow. And how can you be found if you're not lost, right? So you need to be lost
Yaya like that.
I know, right? Every time you're feeling down,
you're feeling down. She's got words of wisdom.
Pearls of wisdom.
Good morning, folks. It's time to get updated again on a Friday. The third news update focuses on billboards.
Yes,
so here it is.
It is a Friday.
LMFAO spends its 5th week atop the Billboard Hot 100 with party rock anthem featuring Lauren Bennett and Goon Rock, while Britney Spears scores her 3rd top 10 with the song I Wanna Go from her album Femme Fatale. That marks her first ever set to produce a trio of Hot 100 top 10s. Meanwhile, Katy Perry's Last Friday Night, TGIF, remains at number 2, and at number 9, Spears' Go enters the top 10 from number 11. With the song's Hot 100 advance, Spears has tallied 3 top 10s from her 7th studio album Femme Fatale.
Wow.
She's still going strong. Now, lead single Hold It Against Me debuted at number 1, if you remember, that week of January 29, and then Till the World Ends reached number 3 back in May. Go, which is the title of the new single, is Spears' 12th Hot 100 top 10 and her 5th in a row.
Nice.
Whoa. Should Friday reach the Hot 100 summit, Perry would collect a 5th number 1 from her album Teenage Dream, following California Girls featuring Snoop Dogg, the title cut Firework, and E.T. featuring Kanye West. These 2 girls are hot.
I know.
In the Hot 100's 53-year history, only Michael Jackson's Bad has generated 5 number 1 singles. Now, Nicki Minaj's Super Bass goes up to number 3. Pitbull's former Hot 100 number 1, Give Me Everything, featuring Neo, Afrojack, and Nair, retreats to number 4. And Lil Wayne goes to number 5 with How to Love, and trades places with Adele's former 7-week number 1, Rolling in the Deep, which is now at number 6.
Exactly.
Bad Meets Evil, the duo rappers Eminem and Royce da 5'9", goes up to number 7 with Lighters featuring Bruno Mars. And rounding out the Hot 100's top 10, Hot Shell Ray's Tonight Tonight slides to number 8. And Lady Gaga's The Edge of Glory drops to number 10.
All right, so I guess
the big
it's still LMFAO and Katy Perry, although
Britney Spears.
We're still waiting if it will reach number 1. Because right now she has 4. Katy Perry. If she gets just one more with Friday Night, that will make it 5. Which
And
will tie Michael Jackson's record of 5 in one album.
One album, 5 number 1 songs.
Because many artists have gotten 5 number 1s, but not from the same album. So if she does that and she's already at number 2, she's just one slot away.
Hey, what do you think? Because
I hope so. I'm a big Katy Perry fan.
Yeah, and she's
Katy Perry, Lady Gaga. I'm rooting for them.
She's really just fun.
Yeah, actually, the triumvirate: Rihanna, Katy Perry, Lady Gaga.
You're a big fan
of? The 3 big divas right now. The current divas. I'm a big fan of the 3.
Okay, well, let's see. Next week, we'll tell you if Katy Perry manages to tie the record with Michael Jackson.
Yes.
Whoa. That is the final. No, that's the second to the last update here on the Morning Rush. Now, remember, today is a Friday.
Somebody. Where did it go?
Where are you at, Chico?
No, because 2299. Oh, there you go. From Kurt Smith. Sorry. Tom Corletto. Kuya said, Yaya, hindi pa ba tayo kakain ng breakfast? Gutom na ako ang tagal. Yaya will say, sorry po kuya, walang breakfast. Hindi ako nakaluto. Hindi ako nagising. Kasi hindi ako nakatulog. Sira ang aircon.
Wow. Yaya has an aircon.
Yaya has an aircon.
Well.
If the aircon broke down, then she could not sleep. And if she could not sleep, she's not cooking breakfast.
What a spoiled Yaya.
Number 7 from Akosi MB. Whoever owes Yaya money said, Yaya, kailan mo babayaran yung utang mo? And then Yaya says, ikaw wala kang PayPal.
Whoa.
I could have paid you if you had PayPal.
But
if
you didn't.
So what are you talking about?
But you don't have PayPal, so I didn't pay you.
It's your fault. And the entry that caps off the bottom half of the top 10, the top 10 things a saucy Yaya would say comes from SpongeBob.
SpongeBob says,
true story. This is really a true story.
Okay.
SpongeBob's boss has a Yaya. And the Yaya actually told her boss, who is also SpongeBob's boss, Ate, tumaas na ang stocks ng San Miguel. Binenta ko na yung sa akin. Ibebenta niyo rin ba yung sa inyo?
That's real?
It's real. It's a true story.
Okay, not only does she have stocks, that she even knows when to sell
the
it.
movement of the stocks.
Oh my God.
She knows when to buy and she knows when to sell. So obviously, you sell when the stocks are higher.
Yeah.
Because
You buy
you bought
it
them at a
low.
lower price.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Yaya actually told her boss, Ate, tumaas na ang stocks ng San Miguel. Binenta ko na yung sa akin. Yung sa inyo, hindi niyo pa ba ibebenta?
Oh
She's
my
giving
God.
her boss stock advice.
Whoa! That's so weird. Really?
Yes. So, true story.
Wow.
Nice, right?
Wow.
But that is so impressive. It's like Yaya really knows how to handle her money.
Then she knows. Are those blue chips?
I don't know. I don't even know these things.
I know.
I'm clueless
if
when
your
it comes
Yaya knows,
to
she's so
stocks, right?
She's so business minded.
Ask me anything about stocks and I wouldn't know the first thing. As in, I'm like, I have no idea what the heck.
But somewhere in the city, there's a Yaya who knows.
Yes.
And
she
she's
knows
giving
how to,
her boss tips.
Exactly.
Wow.
So the top 10 things a saucy Yaya
I don't
would
even
say.
have stocks anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you want to join us for today, key in RX, space your entries and send them to 2299. And if you are abroad, tweet us via twitter.com/RXTMR.
Get your tweet on. Get your tweet on. RXTMR. www.twitter.com/RXTMR. Get connected. Stay connected. The Morning Rush Top 10.
Morning Rush.
Monster Radio RX 93.1. Some greets first. Eric De La Cruz says, yes, Chico, you can also stuff beans, sago, and langka at saba. It was called fried halo-halo. It's like turon, but it has ingredients of halo-halo inside.
Ah.
And apparently it's delicious. I'm onto something. Oh, I'm too late. Somebody's already serving
Yeah.
it.
Let's say hello. Happy birthday to Jeannie, Amante, Kenneth, Arceo, and Bates. Simon.
Hello.
Hi to Gracie, Ejok.
Good morning.
Am I saying that right? Ejok. Yeah, and Alexis Giliero, and to Divi and Yen Aguilar.
Good morning.
Good morning, and we're not supposed to say hello to two people, but they're here.
Hello. To whoever you are, hello.
Hello.
ODH says hello to Victor Ferv, a silent listener for 12 years. Diane says hello to Jameme Peps. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Call center nurse says hello to Chef Shefan, who's still in bed. I love him so much. Love you as well, CND. Love it when you guys take your vitamin bitch in the morning. We love it too.
It was a bitchy start of the
We
morning
love it.
today.
Yeah. So here we
I
go.
don't know, fangs were out today.
Claws and fangs.
Claws, yeah.
The top 10 things a saucy Yaya would say. Let's start off at number 5 from Alan Agrao. Yaya's always out of money. So finally, Ate says, Yaya, saan ba napupunta yung sweldo mo? And Yaya answered, 36% sa boylet. The rest sa mutual fund.
Mutual fund.
Mutual fund. 36% sa boylet. Yaya has a
Wow,
boylet. Because when you say boylet, it's not like a boyfriend. It's like
No.
somebody you're making sustento. Right? Like a boy toy.
Yeah,
You're
that's
supposed
there.
to be like either a sugar
Somebody-
mommy or like a sugar
Somebody
daddy.
that you're not taking seriously.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And usually it's quite financial in
Yeah.
nature,
Yeah.
right? Number 4 from Engineer Mox. Yaya goes, Ate, kailangan mo ko ibili ng heater. Not water heater, okay? Heater like for the room.
For the room, okay.
So Ate goes, heater? Ano yung heater? Ang init-init. Yaya goes, kasi masyadong malamig ang aircon ko.
wow.
So she has cold aircon and then she needs the heater.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. Just turn
crazy.
off your aircon. It's so hot already.
Oh my god.
Number 3 coming from Jojo. Yaya was engaged to Dodong, but last minute they called it off.
Okay.
So Ate
Broken
goes,
engagement.
broke off the engagement. So Ate goes, oh, bakit hindi natuloy yung kasal nyo ni Dodong? And then Yaya goes, he refused the prenup. He refused to sign the
Yaya
prenup.
is demanding a prenup.
I demand a prenup. Without a prenup, I'm sorry. It's off. The engagement
It means-
is off.
It means she's got money.
She's got money to protect.
Blue chips.
And Dodong could be like a gold digger, you know.
yeah.
Number 2 from J Spot Nigarma. Ate was curious because Yaya has a one day off a week.
Mhm.
So Ate goes, Yaya, anong ginagawa mo pag day off mo? And Yaya goes, DVD marathon ng How I Met Your Mother.
Wait for it.
Yeah.
It's legendary.
Dairy. DVD marathon ng HIMYM.
Uh-huh.
How I Met Your Mother. And the top thing
But
is
you know what? They're
What?
losing it.
Oh really? Remember like Will and Grace? It was so
They're-
funny actually not the first season, but the middle seasons.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Incredible. And then it's so sad. The last 2 seasons, it was almost painful
to watch.
It's like they were trying to recapture what they once had. It was pretty sad.
Because I've been watching
Not like Friends, because Friends was great up to the very last
end.
drop.
That's why people didn't want to let go of it.
Yeah.
How I Met Your Mother, I don't know, you don't laugh as hard.
As much, yeah.
Yeah, towards the 6th season.
Mm-hmm.
So
So can you imagine
They're in
Friends?
danger.
10 seasons.
Yeah.
And it was great from beginning to end.
they left while they were on top.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the top thing to say, a saucy Yaya would say, comes from Blue Tiger MD.
Blue Tiger MD now qualifies for the free phone.
Yes.
The last one
Right.
that we're giving away.
So Blue Tiger MD says, the amo said, Yaya, ang tagal-tagal mo na sa amin. Napakasipag mo, napaka-honest mo, at ang galing mo sa trabaho. What's your secret? And then Yaya goes, Ate, I believe that expertise without integrity is empty. Integrity without expertise is ineffectual. But expertise and integrity without service is irrelevant.
What? Yeah.
It's so deep. Oh my gosh. But it makes sense.
It makes sense.
It really makes sense.
Really?
Right? Expertise without integrity is empty. What will you do with it if you're not, if there's no integrity? Now, just integrity without expertise is ineffectual.
Yeah, you won't get anything done.
Exactly. But expertise and integrity without service is irrelevant.
Yeah, because...
You need to apply it. Wow.
Yaya.
Okay.
Yaya.
I had to read it 3 times before I could get it.
Yaya. Where did you get that?
So nice.
Yaya has been reading a lot of self-help books.
I know.
A former law dean of the University of the Philippines on Wednesday defended a student who drew insults from netizens after he was seen on television forcibly driving his car through a flooded street. Former UP College of Law Dean Marvic Leonin, in a Facebook post, defended Christopher Lau, the driver whose car went floating on a flooded street after he forced his vehicle through it. Shown by GMA News on Tuesday, the video of Lau is now viral on social networking sites and, as of this posting, has made him the 8th trending or most discussed Twitter topic worldwide.
We're not talking Philippines. Worldwide.
In the Philippines, Christopher Lau is the 4th trending topic, a notch under Zubiri or Senator Miguel Zubiri, who announced his resignation on Wednesday. On Twitter, more people talked about Lau than Coco Pimentel, the lawyer said, to have been victimized by the election fraud that also made Zubiri resign. Pimentel is only the 6th Twitter trending topic nationwide as of this posting.
Yeah.
Have you seen the video?
Yes. I saw it on the day it went viral because everyone was tweeting about it on Facebook, on Twitter. Everyone was talking about it. And so I watched it.
What were they saying?
No, because it's actually not bad. It's hard to tell what will hit the nerve of the Pinoy interest.
But
because
what were they saying about what he did?
That he was so nasty stuff. Because he starts driving, right?
Yeah.
And then nothing wrong with that because cars do that all the time. You drive into flood, and then you start floating, and then it's when he came out of the car and he was being interviewed. That's when that's where all the problems started because the journalist, one of the Channel 7 guys, field reporters, and he was asked, why did you drive through it? And then he kept saying, well, nobody informed me. People were not. You didn't tell me that it was deep, and I was like, we were here on the other side, and then he was like, well, the guys on the other side didn't tell me that it was deep, and he was like, but can't you see that it looks deep? You can't see the gutter. It's pretty deep, and then he's like, why me? Why me? It's like, why me? Why would you ask me to know that it's deep? And it's like,
because you're the
driver. That's supposedly where it is. And now everyone is, saying nasty stuff about him. And then people were saying, and then it suddenly came out. It was like a teledrama. And then after a while, it started coming out that he's UP Law. So they're like, how could anyone taking UP Law talk like this? It's so weird. It's like, it looks deep. Nobody has to inform you that it's deep. You should see it for yourself. And then they were like, no, he's studying for the board. He's very stressed. And sometimes, the bar. So sometimes don't expect, it really is a cause of stress. And if you were put something so stressful as your car floating, because when you open the car door, water came out, like a cascade of water came out. So it's a big debate right now. Like, is he just stressed? Is he kind of, is he breaking? Is a breaking point? That sort of thing.
But that's a myth. Just because you are a law student doesn't mean, it just means you're good enough to enter UP College of Law. Mm-hmm. Now, the rest of your life, you might not be good at it.
Because some people started getting really nasty. And some people started talking about his
what?
And he was pretty perky. So they started talking about his shirt and
his nipples
and all that stuff. So it got a bit nasty. So people at first started making fun of him. Yeah. And then when people were having too much fun at his expense, other people started defending him. So suddenly it became like a war of like people against him and pro him, and before you know it, everyone's talking about him.
Okay,
so.
Christopher Lau, please come on the show.
Yes, I know.
You have
right?
a standing invite from Chico and I. We want to know how you feel about this.
I know.
I mean, you just waded through the flood.
Through the flood.
And now you are the 8th trending Twitter topic
worldwide. We've got our top 10 things a saucy Yaya would say. Let's start off at number 10 from Elena Grau. So Ate goes to Yaya in tears, devastated. Yaya, paghihiwalay na kami ni sir mo. And then Yaya will say, Ate, ganun talaga. Sometimes it lasts in love, but sometimes it hurts instead.
She's been listening to Adele.
She's been listening to Adele.
What a Yaya. Yeah, that is saucy.
Number 9 from Shezkatron. So Ate goes to Yaya and says, Yaya, etong 3,000, mamalengke ka.
Okay.
And then Yaya goes, 3,000. Seriously. She goes, seriously?
Seriously?
3,000?
Uh-huh.
Seriously.
Wow.
Wow.
But
okay.
but it also is true.
Yeah.
What will you buy for 3,000?
Like, don't expect, don't give me this kind of budget and then expect like, where's the
Feast
good
every
food? Where's the
day.
whatever? Where's the this? Where's
And
the
it
that?
depends how big your family is.
Yeah.
I guess if it's just the two of you,
It's okay.
yeah, 3,000 would go a long way. But let's say you have 2 kids, your husband.
Especially if that 3,000 is like the weekly budget. That's kind of weird.
Oh, is that not enough?
No, because sometimes, you like go to the market for the entire week, right? You usually go to the market weekly, but sometimes if you have a big family and you give them 3,000, it's like, what do you expect?
That's
we'll
true.
have to yo every day, right? Number 8 from Korak. Yaya, nasa na yung pinalaba ko sa'yo? And then Yaya will say, don't worry ma'am, pinakuha ko na sa driver dun sa laundry. She had the stuff that she was supposed to wash laundered.
Okay.
So it's easier for her. Number 7.
I also kind of do that.
What?
Like it's been raining, and the help usually washes my clothes. But when it's raining, I don't want her to have a hard time.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't dry. It doesn't dry right.
Yeah.
So she goes to the
laundry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 7 coming from Ayan. One day, Ate gets a Skype message from Yaya, who's in the province.
Skype.
Okay, that's already social in itself,
social.
right? It's like, wow, okay, she's Skyping
She's not
me.
texting you.
She's
She's
Skyping
Skyping you.
So, that's number 1, okay? She gets a Skype message from Yaya. So, Ate goes, Yaya, bakit hindi mo sinabing uuwi ka pala ng probinsya? And then Yaya goes, duh, I posted it on Google+.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
I saw already the Google
The Google+.
Because did you get an invite?
Did you got?
Hey, biatch.
Did you got
biatch.
an invite?
Did you get an invite?
Yes.
I didn't get any. How come I'm missing out on so many of them?
Okay, I'll invite you. It's so easy.
No, but how did you get Google Plus?
I got invited. I got an invite. So you just you get an invite from other people. Whoever's on Google Plus
'cause
already.
I don't get it.
You don't get an invite from Google Plus.
Wait, what is Google Plus?
It's like Facebook. Facebook
It's their version.
meets Twitter, yeah. But actually it's the same. They just call it differently. Like the supposed difference is that you assign people into circles. So for instance, let's say RX jocks.
Circle.
So I will put people like RX jocks into that circle.
Circle.
And then
Okay.
there's Barkada. And then there's family, and then there's friends. So if you want to post something,
They're
and I want
exclusive to the
only
people who know.
specific circles, then you could assign which circles will get this post.
Do I have to create an account on Google?
Yes, you have to.
Wait.
It's like Facebook.
It's
you
like
create
Facebook.
Well, if you have a Google account already, then
I don't have a Google
okay.
account.
Because I do. I have a.
Maybe that's why you got an invite.
I have
'Cause
Gmail.
you exist.
No need. You don't. Okay, let me put it this way. To be invited, you don't need to have a Google account. You can be invited
okay.
even if you
Anyways.
don't have a Google account. But once you're invited and you want to create an account, then they will ask you to create an account for Google.
Okay.
But you don't
okay.
have to be on Google to get an invitation.
I see.
You don't even have to have well, maybe you just need an email. But even if it's not Google email.
Are our friends on Google Plus?
Some, not all, but some are. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's new, but you have to get on it already. And number...
And Yaya did.
And Yaya did. Talo ka pa ni Yaya. Number 9 coming from... number 7. Oh, the entry that caps off the bottom half of the top 10 things a saucy Yaya would say comes from J-Spot Nigarma.
J-Spot Nigarma says...
Somebody asked 3 Yayas. Anong ginagawa nyo? Anong unang-unang ginagawa nyo kapag umaga? I'm just curious, mga Yaya. Yaya 1 says, di syempre, nagluluto ng baon ng mga bata. Yaya 2 goes, sorry, I brew coffee for Kuya.
Okay.
She's saucier, right?
Yeah.
And then Yaya number 3 goes, bago all that, jogging muna sa BGC. She runs.
BGC
She runs in BGC.
She doesn't say the fourth.
No.
She says BGC.
I run first at BGC and then I cook baon for the kids and brew Kuya's coffee.
Okay.
I run first. Yeah.
Yaya is with the program.
Yeah, she's a runner.
She is a runner.
She's a runner.
She subscribes to World Runner.
Runner's World.
I mean, Runner's
Monster Radio RX 93.1. Here we go. We've got our final top 10 for today. The top 10 things a saucy Yaya would say. Let's start off at number 5, coming from Justin Apay. Ate would say, will you please stop texting? Because she can't do her housework because she's so busy texting. Will you please, Yaya, stop texting? Yaya said, excuse me, I am not texting. I'm tweeting. I may be on my phone,
Big diff.
but I am not I'm not texting. I am tweeting.
She has a Twitter account.
I have a Twitter account. Number 4 coming from Brian and Jeboy. They both sent in the same thing. Apparently, it's from a movie starring Eugene Domingo.
Okay.
She's one of her roles in a movie. She told Yaya, pakikuha ang checkbook. And Yaya said, checkbook mo o checkbook ko?
Wow.
Saucy Yaya.
Wow,
That is
she's
a
got
saucy
a
Yaya.
current account.
And it's like,
Make it clear, okay?
because if you need to pay for something, I just need to know, are you paying for it or am I
paying for it?
Because I'm cool with either one. Number 3 coming from Erica Badui. Yaya's latest tweet.
Okay.
That in itself is already saucy because
Yes.
she's tweeting, right? So,
Yes.
Yaya's latest tweet. In celebration of my fashion blog's 10th anniversary, I am giving away an iPad, a playbook, and cell phones.
What's a playbook?
It's like the new, it's like the BB
Version
iPad,
of the iPad.
of the
Ah, okay.
Number 2 coming from Aja. Oh no. Okay, from Mormi. Mormi says, true story. My Yaya wakes up. I woke up ahead of my Yaya, and when she woke up and saw that I was already awake, she asks me, "What's for breakfast?"
Oh my God!
The Yaya asking her.
That's your job.
Yeah, that's your job. Last time I checked.
What's for breakfast?
That's why I hired a Yaya. So she goes, so what's for breakfast?
Like she was one of your kids.
Yeah, And the top thing to say to saucy Yaya comes from Aja.
Aja says,
My daughter, Yaya was there, and then my daughter runs to me and says, Mama, Yaya called me anak. You know, because to a kid it's like, she doesn't understand that it's a term of endearment. So she's thinking, wait, anak means daughter, and I know I'm Mama's daughter, but I'm not Yaya's daughter. Why is she calling me anak? It's understandable, right?
Okay.
So she goes, Mama, Yaya called me anak. My Yaya said, Mama, Yaya, potato, potato. Right?
And this is a true story.
It's a true story. It's like,
Say that again.
She goes, Mama, Yaya called me anak. So the Yaya goes, Mama, Yaya, potato, potato, same thing.
Potato.
Yes. You know, like you say potato, I say potato.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, that is cool.
The fact that she even knows that thing.
Exactly. So it's like, it's
she was so unrattled, right?
I mean, we're both taking care of you.
Yeah,
Mama,
yeah.
Yaya, potato, potato. it's just a technicality.
I heard Conan and Andy say patatas.
Patatas. Yeah.
They were speaking in Spanish, and they were like, patatas. I'm like, patatas? Oh, patatas.
Yeah. This has actually happened, our Yaya. Whenever, like, sometimes, you have delivery or whatever it is, and you need to pay, but for whatever reason, you didn't have cash, we really run to our Yaya.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She has more cash than you?
Yeah, seriously. Like, could you pay for this first? Because, I wasn't able to withdraw, and I'll just pay you later.
Okay.
And we really, like, borrow from her sometimes.
I guess if your Yaya has a higher score in Angry Birds with you.
Oh, yeah.
Or let's say, cut the rope. I guess she's pretty saucy.
I know, right?
Because she knows the application.
And
she has it on her phone or gadget.
She probably has iTunes.
And she has the time to play.
Yes.